Morning around Australia. Welcome to the Melbourne Cricket Ground. This is the Boxing Day Test match, the most important Test match in the Australian calendar. The second answered Australia Test, and the Australians are playing India. They beat India in the first in Adelaide, and today there's wonderful anticipation here about everything to do with this game. Sachin Tendulkar leading India, Steve Waugh in charge of the Australians. It is going to be a brilliant day, and this is what happened in that match in Adelaide when the Australians went one ahead in the series. Australia 441, bear in mind they were 4 for 52 at one point. Then Steve Waugh and Ricky Ponting each made centuries, 150 and 125 respectively, and suddenly the Australians were on top. It was a wonderful performance to go with some of the others produced so far this summer. India 285, Sachin Tendulkar 61, Sourav Ganguly 60. Shane Warne took 4 for 92 there. Bear in mind that Shane Warne has the opportunity here to go past Dennis Lilly's record in this Boxing Day Test match. The Australians in the second innings, a very good declaration from Steve Waugh, 8 for 239 declared. Agarkar 3 for 43, Javagal Srinath 3 for 64, and then Australia dominated India in the latter part of the match. All out 110, Ganguly 43, a good double for him, but a sad one because India lost. And Damien Fleming, the Victorian boy, 5 for 30. Australia by 285 runs, and Australia lead the series 1-0.
Congratulations. Thanks very much. Well done. All the best to you, mate. Have a great game.
Congratulations. Thank you. Couldn't get a better place to start. Good old MCG. Just go out there with there's your cap. Thanks very much. Go out there and enjoy yourself, which I'm sure you've got all your mates with you. And I'm sure you're going to do extremely well because the track looks good. It's a quick as
Brad Lee there with the presentation of his cap, and with 3 ex-players there, Ian Meggett, Colin McDonald and Lindsay Klein concerned in that presentation. I captained all of them. Fine players and outstanding people. Now the 2 skippers are going out, Sachin Tendulkar and Steve Waugh. The match referee, Rajan Madagala, and they're all going out towards the centre. Covers have been taken off, but not completely off the ground. So they're just waiting now for the 2 skippers to have a look at the pitch. They haven't had a glance at it yet. We've actually beaten them to it. They have been out there when the covers have been on. Now they're off. And hello, where's the green top gone? I've been picking up newspapers for the last week saying this is going to be as green as the outfield. Now then, 2 skippers. Ian Chappell is there with the match referee, and the toss is just about to take place.
Mr. Referee, you're happy? Yeah.
To Captain Steve Waugh and Sachin Tendulkar, and now the
tails. Tails is the call.
Is about to take place.
It is a tail.
We'll bring you the result very shortly.
Reasons for bowling first, Sachin?
I think the forecast is also pretty bad, so we'd like to use the conditions which will be suited to our bowlers, and the wicket looks a little damp.
You're not worried about the outfield perhaps wrecking the ball?
Yeah, it's a little wet, but I guess if you bowl well, it won't travel too much. So we're hoping for that, and it'll be very difficult for a batsman if he had batted to go on and off the field.
Right. You've made the one change. VVS Laxman will open the batting, is that right?
That's right. VVS will open the batting. We've left out Gandhi, and Kanitkar makes his debut.
And have you spoken to the team about what they've got to do to turn it around from Adelaide?
Sure, it's very important. All the guys are looking forward to this game, and hopefully the spectators will enjoy it too.
Okay, good luck then.
Thanks.
Steve, a bit disappointed to lose that toss?
Yeah, but I'm not really too concerned, mate. As you say, the outfield's pretty wet, so it's going to be hard for the bowlers to grip that ball.
You've got Brett Lee making his debut. You had a bit of a preview in Perth. Pretty exciting prospect?
Yeah, very exciting, mate. It'll be interesting to see how he goes in a test match, but I believe he's got a good temperament, and he's certainly as quick as I've ever seen, so it should be exciting to watch from the stands.
Yeah, and the pitch, how do you think it'll play?
I think there'll be a little bit in it today. It's a bit moist underneath, but having said that, I think it's a pretty good batting wicket still.
And the winning sequence, obviously keen to keep that going. How do you keep that under control in the team?
I think you've just got to really focus on the match ahead. I mean, this is a new series. We're only 1-0 up, and win in this test match, we'll win the series. So we certainly don't want to get carried away with winning, but it's a good habit to be in.
Okay, good luck today then.
Thanks, mate.
Sachin Tendulkar of India has won the toss, and not surprisingly with these conditions around, he's asked Steve Waugh and his side to bat first.
Well, back here at the MCG, play is just about to get underway. Play starts at 2 o'clock on this Boxing Day Test match after the rain. The toss has been made, India have won it, and the Australians will have to take first use of the pitch. It's the first time the two captains had seen it. Tony Gregg's having a look at it. What's it look like, Tony?
Well, I think it looks pretty good, Richie. Yeah, it's nice and white. It's nothing like the green top that we all were led to believe was going to be the case down here. Have a look at it. Just have a look at the view from just where the umpire stands. Have a look at that strip. Doesn't that look absolutely magnificent? Now, there is just a little bit of grass on the surface, and I can tell you that that grass may just result in the ball swinging around a little bit. But before I show you the pitch close up, there was a huge roar on this ground. They got very excited when they got the Hessian and pulled it off the ground, and then everyone for the first time saw this pitch, and of course that's what it looked like. Everyone at the ground very excited. They've been waiting for this moment, and I think that was the moment they thought, right, we're going to get some cricket today. And of course, as we speak, the sun's starting to come out as well. Just a few drops of rain still about, but let's have a close look at this pitch now and try and work out why Sachin Tendulkar did what he did. First of all, let's get right close up here and have a look at the grass. There's a lovely even spread of grass across the surface here, and you can see quite a lot of it in the surface. Now, obviously, the moisture is what they're worried about. Let's see if we can find out. Look at that. It slips in, no trouble at all. There's no doubt that this pitch is going to seam around a little bit. And by that we mean when the ball hits the seam, it's going to just move one way or the other. And batsmen don't like that too much. And I think Sachin Tendulkar made the point that he's a bit worried about what the Australian bowlers could do to them, given that that was the case. Now the sun, as it comes out now, is obviously going to draw that moisture up just a little bit quicker. And certainly from Australia's point of view, the hotter it is out here, the quicker the moisture will go to the surface. And then certainly on day two, if the rain stays away and it's not too damp, the crust will form on the surface, the ball will come on a little bit quicker, and it should be very good for batting. So I think both captains would like to have fielded first. Only one can win the toss. The one danger is, and I've run my hand across that outfield, it is still a little bit damp, and that'll affect the ball a little bit. But it looks like a good pitch. I think the Indians are going to have trouble with this tremendous Australian attack in any event. How much trouble? Well, it depends on how well and how fast they bowl. And aren't we all looking forward to seeing Brett Lee, Glenn McGrath and Fleming, not to mention Shane Warne, having a go out here on this pitch. Good conditions, I think, Rich. A lovely outfield and a lovely atmosphere in the centre as well.
Just a slight breeze blowing here at the MCG, and the umpires are on their way. That breeze hopefully will keep the clouds away. They are still quite heavy in the background. Been heavy rain at Geelong today, so hopefully it'll keep away from the MCG. People still coming through the turnstiles, and the crowd, I reckon, now has got to be up around about 40,000. A great welcome for the Indian team, led by Sachin Tendulkar. He's won the toss, and he's put the Australians into bat. To bring us up to pace now with the two teams, here's Ian Chappell, and with him is Mark Taylor.
Thank you very much, Richie, and hello to all of our viewers. Very good answer from Sachin Tendulkar at the toss. When I asked him about being worried about the ball being ruined by the wet outfield, he said, well, if you bowl well, the ball doesn't go into the outfield very often. Extremely good answer, I thought, Mark.
That's a very good answer, actually. The big responsibility, as I said a while ago, on the opening bowlers from India, Javagal, Srinath and Venkatesh, Prasad, Ajit, Agarkar. Big job for them. They've got to get some early wickets. As the two openers come out, Michael Slater and Blewett, rousing applause from the quite a useful crowd here actually at the MCG, considering that they've missed the first session. I'm very keen to see Australia do well, and probably delighted to see them batting.
Sachin Tendulkar with an aggressive field placing, as you would expect. Having sent Australia into bat, he's got 3 slips in a gully. He's got a bat pad. Blewett to face Srinath. That's a good length delivery from Srinath. Now, bit of lift and bounce there. Now, Anil Kumble is looking into the background as though he didn't actually see that. He really, the way he snatched at it, appeared as though he hadn't picked the ball up at all.
I think you'll find this is hit the shoulder of the bat. It's popped up. It's an absolute sitter to Anil Kumble, and he's put it down. Only assume he lost it or he was getting ready to throw it up. That would have been the perfect start, or should have been the perfect start for India. But down it went.
Well, Blewett dropped in the first over. Second ball of this Boxing Day Test match at the MCG. And it is going to be Ajit Agarkar to bowl to Michael Slater. Agarkar, I thought, bowled well in Adelaide, both with the new ball and then also he showed that he could swing the old ball. But he bowled very well in the second innings in Adelaide. His figures in the first innings didn't represent the way he bowled. Once again, it's 3 slips and a fine gully and then a very square gully. Kanitkar almost at point. Big shout there from Agarkar, turned down by Steve Davis.
Yes.
Slater looking for 2. And the scoring is underway. Oh, he's got him. So Srinath didn't get his man in the first over, but Greg Blewett getting an underneath edge and dragging it back onto the stumps.
Yes, well, a great start for India. Javagal Srinath. Greg Blewett dropped in the first over in the gully. This one's shorter. Greg Blewett looking to pull. Bottom edge straight back on the leg stump. Been given a life on naught. Greg Blewett departs for 2. Australia now 1 for 4.
Justin Langer, who's proved himself to be a very solid number 3 batsman, comes in early with Greg Blewett being out in the 3rd over.
It's Greg Blewett going for the pull shot, one of his favourite shots. We're not quite in there long enough at this stage. A little bit nervous. Played and missed the first one.
4 slips in a gully, and really that ball should have been saved. Very late dive, so Langer off the mark with a boundary. Nicely turned off the hip and off the thigh pad for 4-leg buys. Well, that's well bowled, and that occasion the keeper struggling to take the ball. He's got the glove off and wringing his hand. That one lifted and seemed to catch the keeper by surprise.
Good shot. Glorious cover drive, straight through the line. He's at the boundary. 1 for 28. Got him! Yes, Shepherd took his time. It sounded like 2 noises, but couldn't have been. He's been adjudged LBW, and all of a sudden, it's 2 for 28. It was full his length. It was across the crease. And Shepherd said, that's out.
Justin Langer shakes his head. What sort of a series have I had? Struggled early, came back with big hundreds, and maybe twice in 2 tests, LBW in a fashion he's not happy with. Mixed series as David Shepherd puts that index finger up.
So there's a big buzz around the Melbourne cricket ground. That's what India needed to do, get early wickets. It's 2 for 28. Mark Waugh at the crease, taking guard from umpire David Shepherd. 99th Test match for Mark Waugh, who badly needs a big score. For India, what an opportunity. 2 for 28, the Australians. It's a good shot. Through cover.
Oh, he's hit that well. He smashed it square of the wicket. Might not get there. Yes, it will. Just goes into the fence. So Slater again providing the entertainment here.
It's fine at before. Big glance, nicely away. Gets through, that's a genuine edge. It's 1,000 runs in the calendar year for Michael Slater.
This is his second over after the break. Oh, and yes, they got him. I think they've got him out. Well, the Indians are all over the place. I think they're pretty sure there were 2 noises there. Umpire Shepherd has decided he cannot be sure that it was an inside edge. I think you can see that little suggestion there, definitely off his thigh pad. I don't think anyone's arguing about that. I think what they thought was there were 2 noises. Let's have a look.
Yeah, good bowling, short of a length. Gets back on Mark Waugh. Great decision by David Shepherd. Almost runs into his front foot shots, and he can be halfway down the wicket before his non-striker realises he's running.
Well played, very well played. Lovely little leg glide, back for the second. Michael Slater is halfway there.
Up for the Australians as well. Fantastic start in such trying conditions for the top order batsmen.
Well, there's a big shout and he's been given out. Umpire Shepherd gives his second LBW decision. Ajit Agarkar there getting Mark Waugh with a quicker one.
So Mark Waugh very annoyed with himself as well. Starting on the outside of stuff, but just seaming back. I'm afraid that's absolutely plumb. It's him in front of about middle and off. Mark Waugh keeps the head down. He knows that's out. Certainly no doubt in David Shepherd's mind. And Mark Waugh, as I said, very annoyed with himself. Caught on the crease. And a quicker ball from Ajit Agarkar. He departs for 41. Australia now 3 for 123.
Steve Waugh comes in. He's told by umpire Shepherd that there are a couple to come.
That's a good start. The outfield is going to be very, very slow today. It's one of the more frustrating things can happen to you on this ground, to run what seems like 6 miles and then have it just tipple or topple into the water in the drain. Shouts of catch it, but you would have needed to be pretty good and have great reflexes to lay a hand on that, unless it was an accidental one. 3 for 146. Well, that is a forceful square cut. One of the favourite strokes you can have from anyone. Steve Waugh plays it beautifully. Even the slow outfield is not going to slow that down. Now, Srinath, I think we can say he's not happy.
Oh, just past Swift. It's going to go almost with the boundary. And in fact, it goes. But it's just been an interesting replay.
Yes, there's always a chance of Anil Kumble getting one to go to slip. You've got to have a really good slip in position there. He's quite a fast bowler as well, so they're going to come fast, and this one certainly did.
Great shot. Beat the man at short cover and the mid-off.
Yes, he's not having a great day, is he? This has turned out to be a lousy one for him so far. 91 he's got.
Could be out. He's got him. Gone for the hook shot. And it's gone. That's a big wicket for Prasad. Ties the hook shot from Slater on 91. Straight down the throat of Srinath, deep fine leg.
Yes, boy, the reaction too of Venkatesh Prasad there was very interesting. He levelled up eyeball to eyeball with Slater and went berserk. Slater obviously very disappointed. Have a look at this. There we go. It's off the top edge, really, straight down the throat of Prasad down there. Takes the catch, and look at this. He goes up, levels up with him, eyeball to eyeball. And the celebration takes place. So the Indians at last have struck. Michael Slater once again out in the 90s, this time for 91. That's the 8th occasion he's got out in the 90s. It's 4 for 192.
You got 2 balls left. Ricky Ponting taking guard from umpire Shepherd. Taking centre guard. Slater's gone for 91. Fine innings. Brought out hooking off Prasad.
Yes, Venkatesh Prasad certainly reacted there to that dismissal. I don't think there was anything nasty meant by it. He got himself pretty excited, and umpire Shepherd actually has had a long talk to him about it.
Off the mark goes Ponting with a push for 2 through cover.
And a chance there for Prasad. So Venkatesh Prasad has got a double breakthrough, helped by his namesake, the keeper.
Well, he got the wicket of Slater with not a great piece of bowling, but he had the right attitude. That's buoyed him into bowling a lot better this over to Steve Waugh. Full of a length and just on a suspect line, and Prasad did the rest. Steve Waugh probably shouldn't have been cutting it on line and length. Prasad puts his hand up for India, exactly what they need. $597 as drinks are taken.
Gilchrist comes in to join Ricky Ponting with a buoyant Venkatesh Prasad, having picked up a couple of wickets in his last 2 overs. Just 2 slips in a gully for Gilchrist. It's nothing too attacking. Really, I think there should be a 3rd slip in there. You've got a man who's got 2 wickets in 2 overs. Confidence has got to be right up. You've got to try and boost that confidence even a little more. He's bowled the long hop, so the drive has had the desired effect. Forced Kumble to pitch short.
Oh, he's got him. That's caught and bowled. I think he's got him. Now they want to replay. I think that was cleanly taken. He hit it back very hard. Gilchrist is staying there, but Anil Kumble held it up straight away. I think it went straight in.
This one given just a little bit more air than Anil Kumble normally does, inviting the drive. He's a quicker bowler, Anil Kumble, but he's just given it a little bit more air. You can see over here the ball looping down. Gilchrist hitting it up, not quite getting the drive down.
Yes, well, for me that's out. I think he's got his finger underneath that one. Up she goes, and it was hit back like a rocket. What a catch. Now, I suppose the guy sitting up there with his finger on the button is going to have to be absolutely sure it didn't touch the ground, but it just seemed to me to go straight in. And you can see there a couple of anxious faces there. Well, I don't think there's any doubt here. I don't think that on that hard surface, if you don't get your fingers underneath it, that you're going to make the catch. Just watch this. See if we can pick it up. There we go. It's coming back at him now in the air, disappears behind the knee, and there go the fingers. The ball goes in about 2 inches above the ground there. I reckon that's out.
So I think there could have been just a little puff of dust if the ball had hit the turf. But this is a very, very difficult decision for the third umpire to make.
Come on, Sonny, he's out. Got him. The hard part is that having referred it, if he's in any doubt, he's got to knock it back. I thought the ball hit his fingers about 1 inch, 2 inches above the ground. His fingers then wrapped around it. And for me, that's the end of that. But it's going to be hard for the man sitting up there with his finger on those buttons. I'd certainly accept the fact that he's going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Well, I think he's very lucky. For me, that was out. However, if the third umpire is in any doubt, he's got to give the batsman the benefit of that doubt. He's hit that one hard. Right off the middle of the bat and into the fence it goes. Well, once he starts timing it. Oh, he's hit that one over the top. We haven't seen that happen often today. What a lovely striker of the ball he is. Down to the boundary for 4, 8 off the over, and Anil Kumble is angry. He's gone for the pull shot. It's gone fine. It's 4. I don't think he intended it to go that fine. It was under control, mind you, because he was always hitting it down. Short, and he's got that one away too. Well, they're going to have to be very careful of the short pitch bowling to these two, because they both play the hook and pull shot very well.
Indians just need another 2 quick wickets here to try and restrict Australia, and they won't do it if you bowl half bowlers to Gilchrist. He's a beautiful time with the ball. Probably the cleanest hitter in Australian cricket. He's just a... That's well bowled, I think. Big shout. They're asking for the catch. It sounded like a pad, didn't it? Wow, this will be a very interesting replay again. Beautifully taken by the keeper. Seemed to get through Gilchrist, maybe hit the thigh or the thigh pad. It's all happening in the Melbourne cricket ground.
I think Agarkar's picked his pace up this over. We've seen one spliced pull shot by Gilchrist. This one decks back nicely. The perfect line. Pitched off stump, came back over the stumps. MSK Prasad was real happy to glove it in the end. Steve Davis thought to himself, there's no need to panic. I'm not going to give it anyway.
There's a decent start to a nice friendly little full toss outside the off stump. Slow outfield, but quick enough. Has quickened up. That's a very, very good shot. Reserves 4. And will make it to bring up his half century. It almost looked as though he might have been expecting the bouncer. Getting himself half into position for it, then made pretty much a straight bat shot through mid-wicket, and he's got another 50 to his name. 51 now, and Ponting 42, 5 for 289.
You think slightly short, very quick to get on the back foot and pull it through that mid-wicket area.
It's very neat. Sometimes he hits the ball with great power and such a clean striker. I like that. That was a very good shot.
Oh, he's hit that one in the air, but it's going down to the boundary as well. That's 4. Oh, and again, there's a lot of dampness down there, and you've got to be very careful. Into the gap, a little bit uppishly hit. It wasn't quite off the middle. It's again very damp down there, and they're having to let it go. Well, did he get it back? I think he may have just dragged it back. Well, the umpire probably want a little replay of that. I think umpire Shepherd's whipped into action straight away.
For the first time. Going to be gone. And is caught safely by the man coming around from square leg. Agarkar has taken the wicket. Ganguly has come around a bit wide-eyed because he may have lost it as it got up above the top of the grandstand. He looks just a fraction relieved. Well, Gilchrist has miscued that. He's gone for 78.
One big difference between this short ball and the ones they were bowling yesterday. They got it up high. Ganguly didn't fill me with any confidence with that catch. And that's a sign the Indians are struggling a touch as well. Gilchrist goes, a magnificent innings, 78, 118 balls. Australia now 6 for 341 as Shane Warne enters.
New batsman is Shane Warne. At his high score against Pakistan. And gone. Ponting has gone. 2 wickets down. He got straight away this morning. 67 for Ricky Ponting. Adam Gilchrist gone. And umpire Davis, the man raising his finger at the Great Southern Stand end.
They got him walking across the crease. Good length, brought it back in. Be interesting to see this in replay. Time and time again, but Davis doesn't get the benefit of that. He's given him out. And maybe that could be the end of the Australian innings, but 7 for 343.
New batsman is Damien Fleming. Now to join his ex-Victorian captain Shane Warne. And a nick, and Prasad has caught it. They're tumbling everywhere at the moment. Shane Warne has gone. He's followed Ricky Ponting and Adam Gilchrist. Agarkar has another wicket. This will be a confidence boost for India. Point about it that they will worry about just a little is that the ball's moving off the seam.
One of the worst ways to get out, probably the second worst ways to get out in cricket. Shane Warne walks. He's out for 2. Australia 8 for 345.
Brett Lee making his Test match debut in this game, and for the first time out in the centre with the bat. He'll be there with the ball in his hand.
Well, the keeper obviously thought that one got through and hit the pad first, but umpire doesn't agree, and he points there to indicate that there was an inside edge.
A few ducks there.
He likes them there, Damien Fleming. He plays it pretty competently, that shot. He's hit that one well to reach the long boundary. Certainly enjoying bowling of Prasad and playing it much more comfortably than the bowling of Kumble. Well, that's well hit. Very aggressive approach from these two now. But as you would expect, right out near the fence, it's pretty damp. Brett Lee was looking for 4 and he was probably going to get them easy. He's a bit quicker than his partner.
Slow delivery should be out. The bowler said it's mine. And that's out. The end of a very good innings from Lee for 27. The slow delivery picks up his 4th wicket. It's now 9 for 404.
Yes, this is the slow delivery which he's been practicing. Javagal Srinath doesn't really use it too often in Test match cricket. The slow leg cutter, and Brett Lee thinking that he had some runs there, trying to hit the ball straight over the top, miscuing it, and Srinath leaving it to nobody but himself, taking that catch quite comfortably. 27 to Brett Lee. It's 9 for 404.
And McGrath coming to the crease at 9 for 404. Oh, there's going to be a run out here. Yes, it's the stumps. In fact, he's there, is he? Oh, what's happened here? Well, surely that was out. McGrath kept running. That's one of the funniest things I've seen for a long time. The throw was a direct hit. McGrath kept running.
Well, I think he might have thought that Sachin Tendulkar, as he rushed towards the stumps, might have knocked the bails off. And that's the reason why he thought that he wasn't out. But umpire David Shepherd had already ruled him out.
Well, it's it's the end, but it was an interesting end. Here we go. There's Tendulkar coming to the stumps. Does he knock the bail off? That's the question. Only need one bail for a run. He's knocked one, but this... Yeah, so McGrath could have well been right there. You only need one bail on, by the way. It looks as if both were falling. So McGrath keeps running, and maybe the number 11 was right.
Well, he'd seen it. He'd seen what had happened. He'd seen Sachin Tendulkar knock his bails off. And that's why he wanted to take advantage of that and take the extra runs.
David Shepherd is saying that one bail was still on. That's what you'll find out. Interesting to see another replay there, but McGrath's not impressed, but it won't make any difference because he's given out. Yes, fieldsmen and umpires and McGrath. Finally, Australia's all out here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. 405. Let's watch this again. There's one bail stay on. Certainly one's gone. Here comes Tendulkar. Not sure what he was doing. There goes one. I would say that McGrath was absolutely right on that occasion. That's the end at the moment. Australia all out for 405. We'll take a short break and come back with Richie Benaud.
Now the Australians are out in the field. Brett Lee. We know that Glenn McGrath will be taking first over. And Brett Lee make his Test match debut, may be on at the other end, or it may be Damien Fleming. The Indian openers are on their way out. Our openers are in the commentary box. Ian Chappell is there with him, Ian Healy.
Thank you very much, Richie. Interesting time for the Indian openers. We've got about, well, probably by the time they face up, around about 25 minutes to get through. Most important period to get through. They'll be thinking in their mind that the Australian lower order batsmen survived pretty comfortably. But it's amazing how different it can be when you suddenly get the new ball. There's the short pitch one. There's a big shout. Sounded very much like a helmet. Laxman got down quite low.
Caught by the very intellectual looking Ricky Ponting too. Good pace by McGrath. There's going to be more of it. Right on the money and right next to the Indian badge on his helmet. And the academic Ponting does the rest.
So, interesting moment for this young man. He's had success with the bat. That'll mean that the confidence is up, but it won't help to get rid of the nerves, because this is what he's really here to do, bowl fast.
We've seen Shoaib Akhtar all summer excite crowds around Australia, and have a look at the response the crowd's given Brett Lee.
And Steve Waugh has given him 3 slips, 2 gullies. He also has the short leg and a leg gully. That'll be encouragement for him. Right on line, the first one. It's always nice to see the first one hit the pitch. Oh, and he's got him. First wicket in Test cricket for Brett Lee, and he's done it by hitting the stumps.
Brett Lee certainly enjoyed it just as much as the crowd at Melbourne Cricket Ground right here today. Good pace, good length, good line. Ramesh did the right thing, chopped it back on. So the tearaway pace of Lee in the background to the accuracy of Brett Lee for this one. Ramesh gone. All parties enjoying that one. Straight to the slips cordon. Brett Lee, first wicket in Test cricket. Third ball he's bowled. Ramesh gone for 4. India 1 for 11.
Rahul Dravid, the number 3, comes in to face Brett Lee.
I think this wicket will stay very good for the 5 days.
There he goes. McGrath's there again. That, I might say it's the perfect delivery, but it wasn't far short. Batsman had to play at it. It left him, I think, fractionally in the air. It might have gone a bit off the seam as well, and the catch was effectively taken at slip. If you wanted to program something, that would be it.
Well, perfect start from McGrath. A little juggle there by Mark Waugh. But it was that entire piece of bowling. There was 3 short balls. VVS Laxman was on the back foot. McGrath threw the fuller one up. It just held its line of fraction. Laxman had to play, got the edge. He departs for 5. India now 2 for 11.
This wasn't quite plan A for Sachin Tendulkar to be coming out now. He's pushed himself up the order. We are 2 for 11 at the moment.
See that offside field there for McGrath. 4 slips, floating slip and a gully.
Got him, put behind, yes, big Nick, that's it. A very fast delivery outside off stump. Dravid has gone for the cut shot. And that was a really big Nick. Wicket number 2 for Brett Lee.
The short ball never came for Rahul Dravid. Lee continually got it up there. Just a little full to cut. He was waiting for it anyway. He's played the shot. Lee enjoys his 2nd wicket. One of India's big guns goes. 2nd scalp for Brett Lee. Good pace, good bowling from Warne at the other end. 3 for 31.
Sourav Ganguly, he's arrived at the centre. I think he's put a little bit extra padding into that thigh pad of his.
One leg. Gone for him. Beautifully played. Good use of the feet and a big hit. Straight hit the MCG and the fans love it.
That's a wonderful shot.
The odd word to say to his team when they come back in the dressing room.
Brilliant shot. This time he picks the gap. He's been looking for that gap for a while. It was a no ball, but I don't think it made a lot of difference to the batsman's intentions. That's pretty well played in the end. He did extremely well to keep it down.
Oh, that was in the air. Now, down to the fence it goes for 4. And I suppose that does beg the question, with such a big lead, is it worthwhile having another man in there?
Things the Indians could have employed against the Australian batsmen, I felt.
Well, that's a nice way to do it. He dropped it short and he's played the first hook or pull shot for the tournament as far as he's concerned. They should almost run 4 here. That brings up a very good 50 by the Indian captain, just when it was needed. Good, courageous batting. 3 for 105. There he goes. Beautiful bowling and well caught by Mark Waugh. Just what Ian Healy was saying. Keep it straight, keep him honest, and a very good delivery and a fine catch.
Let him play fluent cover drives if he likes. Here it is, bottled him up, took it across, decked it away. The footwork wasn't good enough. Mark Waugh took a sharp, smart catch, 2nd slip. Good stuff, the Australians. McGrath takes the wicket. Ganguly, another big gun gone. Debutant to come in. India struggling now at 4 for 108.
On debut for India, Hrishikesh Kanitkar, left-handed batsman, 25 years of age, has played quite a few one-day internationals, but this is the ultimate test. Oh, beautifully played. There's some width there, and he played late, put it away for 4. Big gap there between. No, Warne is off the mark with a very positive cover drive. In fact, beautifully timed in place. Early call from umpire Shepherd. He went straight through the line. So Kanitkar gets 3. He's away in Test cricket. There's a death rattle there before the ball's bowled. Good use of the feet and well placed. Placed it beautifully. Gave himself a little bit of room and worked it past the man at short cover. And goes into the gutter for 4. Superb stroke.
And he's been given out. Shane Warne was very keen to ask the question. Umpire Steve Davis had a good long look, and because Kanitkar wasn't playing a shot, he decided he was out LBW.
This has been a puzzling aspect of the Indian batting approach in the series so far, the refusal to play at deliveries. This one has turned. It would have hit the middle stump, no question at all. And particularly if you're not offering a shot, an easy decision for the umpire to make. Hrishikesh Kanitkar, impressive in the short stint he's had at the crease, but a soft dismissal for him. LBW to Warne for 11, it's 5 for 138.
MSK Prasad, the keeper, has come out to join his skipper. He needs to give him a lot of support. He's at the non-strikers end at the moment. Time he goes over mid-off with a long on in position.
Good aggressive batting by the Indian captain. He now knows that the tail is just a wicket away. MSK Prasad has opened the batting for India in limited overs internationals.
There's the slow one. That's well bowled and well played. Well, that's 1,000 in 1999 for Sachin Tendulkar. Oh, and that one's gone whistling away down a fine leg and off the thigh pad. Quick delivery again. Gilchrist wasn't quite quick enough to get to it. Bowled him! Clean bowled him! Fast delivery, and they love seeing those stumps fly out of the ground. Brett Lee, he's having a ball today.
And that's one of the things that can go wrong. Very good debut for Brett Lee, made runs, now he's got 3 wickets. That was with an attempted Yorker that turned out to be a full toss, but it was simply too fast for Prasad. Just come back in as well. I suppose there's any reverse swing there at the moment, probably a bit too much shine on the ball, but it certainly came back inside his stroke and surprised hell out of him. 6 for 167.
Ajit Agarkar. Well, he's out there now and he's going to have to face the music, and it's going to be pretty rapid music as well. Brett Lee to him. Oh, and that's well bowled. Big appeal. Yes, got him out. LBW first ball. Brett Lee, beautiful delivery. Bang on target. Fast, furious and dead straight.
Well, that's quite something, isn't it? First of all, the attempted Yorker that has gone through on sheer pace to dismiss Prasad, and then another Yorker. Now, was this a bit more reverse swing? It's back in again. Yes, it was. Well, that is another full toss. It's only had about half a yard or half a metre to go to hit the stumps. That is something else. 7 for 167, and Sachin Tendulkar is just leaning on his bat out there, full of disappointment. Agarkar is gone. 2 wickets have gone without Tendulkar able to raise more than an eyebrow. Javagal, Srinath. Well, he could be famous after this next ball. So could Brett Lee.
Right. Here we go. There'll be a roar go up in this stadium if he knocks these stumps over. What's the betting on another Yorker? Oh, well bowled and well played. And it very, in fact, I think it might have just clipped his toe. Spare a thought for Shane Warne. How would have he felt if it had a whistle in his direction again? Oh, he's hit him in there. This is out. Yes, he's taken it. That's the end of Srinath. He's got another one. Oh, what a day. 5 wickets on debut. Brett Lee has brought the MCG alive.
And this, as we were saying only a few moments ago, is the sort of thing that can happen to the latter order, in this case the Indian latter order. That's come off the glove holding the bat. No problem about that. It's another very good piece of bowling. Wasn't an out-and-out bouncer, but it lifted from short of a length. Brilliantly done once again.
Anil Kumble is the new batsman. He's joined Sachin Tendulkar.
He's going to look for two. You get it. You get it. The throw is going to be good. He could be out. He's run out, surely. No, he's safely home, and what a magnificent 100. Superb innings from Sachin Tendulkar. He's 22nd in Test cricket. Magnificent ovation for a great player. 22 Test hundreds. His 5th in 1999. His 5th versus Australia. His 3rd in Australia. Great drive. There's a gap there. There's a man at deep long off. May get it. He doesn't. Beautifully timed.
Shouts of catch it, and it will be. So Damien Fleming has got Sachin Tendulkar with the short pitch delivery.
Short ball bowled by Fleming. Created an aggressive shot by Tendulkar. He's got the fatiguing top hand and top arm, left arm. Got it nowhere, mishit it. Stephen Waugh had the field set. Fleming executed it well. Langer takes the catch. Tendulkar, a very, very good Test match innings. One of the best. 9 for 212.
Venkatesh Prasad is at the crease, and because of his disappointment there, Sachin Tendulkar didn't run. And that's a bit of a mistake, because it now means that Prasad will be on strike. Prasad straight into the gap, and he's off the mark. That's a good shot from Kumble. A useful boundary.
And he's gone. That's a very good catch. Mark Waugh takes 4. That was probably the best of them. McGrath strikes again. Superbly caught by Mark Waugh.
It's an absolute cracker. I thought it was past him from the angle we're on here. Brilliant piece of catching. Got another good one yesterday. Oh, that's a fine catch. He had to get his hands into just the right position there. That is brilliant stuff. At the innings ends, 238 India made, prior to Australia's 405.
Looks like it was going to be Warne's catch, and Mark Waugh come across and caught it two-handed. It's clean as a whistle. Prasad out for 10. India all out for 238. Very good performance by Lee and McGrath. They bowled superbly, and very good catching by Mark Waugh in the slip cordon as well. 5 for 47 to Brett Lee. A wonderful ovation from his teammates. Good support from McGrath. And very good catching performance by the Australians once again. The young lad's got the ball. That'll be a memento for him.
There's some blue sky visible here at the MCG. The players and umpires are out in the centre. The two Australian batsmen just wending their way out there. That's Greg Blewett and Michael Slater. Blewett's not off the mark yet. Slater has won. There are two extras. The Australians are 170 ahead with all wickets standing.
Big shout there from Srinath. He's quite convinced the batsman is out, but the umpire doesn't agree with him. Once again, he's padding up and he's been given out. Umpire Shepherd puts the finger in the air. So Agarkar has got a very important breakthrough for India.
Excellent piece of bowling from Ajit Agarkar. Generally swings the ball away from the right-handed Michael Slater. This one here swinging away, darting back off the seam, and that is out, LBW. It's hit in front of off stump, probably going on to hit around about middle stump. It's not a tough decision for umpire David Shepherd to give. That is absolutely plumb. Michael Slater departs for 3. Australia now 1 for 5.
Justin Langer, number 3 batsman for Australia, coming in following the dismissal of Michael Slater. Good wicket for India.
That's nicely played. He's off the mark, and a big relief, that one for Blewett. Just offline. 39 minutes to get off the mark. Gives you some idea of how well the Indians are bowling today. Much better.
Well, there we are. He struck again. 2 wickets for Agarkar. The first one with Slater not playing a stroke, and that one with Langer certainly playing one, but just assisting it on its way to wicket-keeper Prasad. India have 2 now, and only 32 on the board for Australia.
Got him on the glove. A well-directed bouncer there from Ajit Agarkar. He cramped Langer for room, and a good catch by the keeper MSK Prasad. It's 2 for 32.
Batting order change, prefaced by Ian Chappell just a few minutes ago. Adam Gilchrist comes in now at number 4. 2 for 32 Australia. Slater and Langer the men out. It's a big, thick inside edge.
Is that position, goes for 4. Too easy. A little bit off the line. Safe shot, 4 runs. 2 for 47. That's a cracking shot. That's more the Greg Blewett we know. That's beautifully played. Hit that superbly. Maybe getting a fraction tied, dropped it short. Beautifully played. Gilchrist. Loose ball always goes for 4. Exciting young player.
Need something special and they can get back in.
Oh, big appeal. And not out, says umpire Davis. Well, they're not happy with it. They looked almost convinced that they got him out. Now, I don't think the keeper's complaining. I think he fell over. Went up in excitement. Let's have a look. Come on, say something, Ian. Did he hit it? Didn't he hit it?
Clearly hit his pad there, but I was waiting for this part of the coverage. If this isn't the funniest thing you've ever seen, you've had a better life than me. He stepped on the back of Sourav Ganguly and done his ankle in the midst of one of those classic Indian appeals.
That was a big edge. Big edge off the bat, in my view. Been known to be proved wrong, mind you. Happy to have another look at it. Oh, look at this. Down he goes. Out of excitement there, they're all charging down towards the umpire. They definitely thought they had him. Oh, short delivery over the top of the square leg fieldsman's head. 4. Very ordinary delivery, that one from Kumble.
It's well bowled and well caught. Bit of turn there for Kumble. Good catch by Ganguly, moving well to his right.
That's what India needed. Needed it badly. Wicket. Break up the partnership, the Greg Blewett and Gilchrist partnership. It was a good piece of bowling. Drifted into leg, just straightened a little. Blewett trying to work the ball on the leg side. And an excellent catch by Sourav Ganguly at first slip. Went low and fast to his right. He moved very, very well. Just what the doctor ordered for India. Greg Blewett departs for 31. Australia now 3 for 91.
Mark Waugh has been demoted by 1 spot to make way for Adam Gilchrist. That'll be 50 for Adam Gilchrist.
Completes an excellent double. Adam Gilchrist, 78 in the first innings. Sent him as a type of pinch hitter. 50 runs on the 69 balls faced, so done an excellent job.
Catch it is the shout. Srinath under it. And he's been very comfortable in the deep. So Gilchrist is gone, falling to the bowling of Anil Kumble.
Adam Gilchrist has done a great job. Australia sending in pace of Mark Waugh at number 4. Very good 50. This time wasn't quite to this one. Anil Kumble went through with his shot and he knew straight away that he got it off the toe of the bat. High in the air. Javagal Srinath was the man at long on. A fairly simple, comfortable catch. Gilchrist departs for an excellent 55 to go with his 78 in the first innings. Australia now 4 for 109.
Steve Waugh comes in to join his brother Mark. With Australia looking to press on. That's a good shot from Mark Waugh. Adam Gilchrist has done exactly the right thing. He's lifted the Australian rate. And the players coming behind him now will be looking to build on that with Gilchrist gone. That's a good shot. Pumped away. Bad delivery from Anil Kumble and punished. 4 for 116.
That's got to be close. Oh, the hand went for the counter there, didn't it? Just for a moment I thought it was going to go up, so did Kumble. Mark was relieved. This will be an interesting replay.
Gee, Shep, Mark was saying you don't have to do that to me. I'm in this patch of form. Just got his pad outside the line of off stump. David Shep of the opinion that it was spinning to the leg. It was going to spin. Not out.
played to Mark Waugh off his pads. Big shouts. Not out, says umpire Shepherd.
Good bowling, and that's the type of bowling all the Indians haven't applied 6 times in 1 over often enough. Drifts in, pitches just outside off, hits the batsman on off.
Something like pitch them up and I'll have a go at them. Oh, there's a misfield. And the Australians right onto it. Oh, big appeal, and he's given him out. And I think Ajit Agarkar may well have enjoyed that. That's brought a huge smile to his face, and Steve Waugh, unfortunately, he's not going to get 1,000 this calendar year either.
Well, one would have to say to an extent Steve Waugh brought it upon himself because he was anticipating the short pitch delivery. Really no movement of the feet there. Caught in no man's land right in front of the stumps. And Ajit Agarkar has claimed yet another victory. He's kept his emotions in check though. Ajit Agarkar, Steve Waugh, LBW 32, Australia 5 for 167.
So Ricky Ponting replaces Steve Waugh, 33 test matches and an average there of 44 for his 2,071 runs. Just to find out what the history book says has happened over the years. Oh, well played. That's much better. That's the Mark Waugh we know. Anything on his legs, whips away, and that one's gone to the fence for 4. All right, well, that's a big relief for him. Has he arrived back?
He was fair way forward, also quite a long way across. It's 5 for 189. What a good shot that is. Good footwork and a very clean hit. That'll be 50 for Mark Waugh, and what a way to bring it up. That's a glorious shot. Lead, 375.
So there'll be some relief in that for Mark Waugh. Relief that he's made 50, but also relief that he's played probably his best shot in Test match cricket that he's played for a month.
Well, the declaration has come with Mark Waugh's 50. The lead 375. So Mark Waugh will be very pleased about that. A 50 not out. Starting to find some good form. He leaves the ground with a very positive thing in his mind. He's just hit a glorious cover drive. Ricky Ponting remains 21 not out. And India need 376 for victory. But more importantly, they've got probably about 21 overs remaining tonight, and they really need the opening batsman to put in a very gritty performance and hang on tonight.
Australians just coming out in the field now, led by Steve Waugh and Brett Lee. Well, he's had one dash at his debut match. He'll be there with Glenn McGrath. May well open today. No certainty about that because Damien Fleming is a swing bowler and has had great success. He's been the most successful Australian bowler of the year. So it may well be McGrath and Fleming, but Brett Lee will be there and the Indian batsman will know he is waiting for them. Good afternoon, Ian Healy.
Good afternoon, Richie. Nothing's changed since last time I was in the box here. Fantastic session in Prospect. Indian openers are here now to really let us see exactly what they can do on these bouncing pitches against some very hostile bowling, hopefully hostile bowling. Not only hostile, but very accurate. McGrath, Ramesh has already done something wrong. He's brought out 2 left-handed gloves or 2 right-handed gloves. Whether that's nerves or just rushing a little bit. Generally, it takes 1 or 2 practice sessions to get gloves worn in and comfortable and gripping the bat nicely. So the opening stand could be turned upside down with one little dressing room error.
Ben McGrath, Australia's finest bowler, very accurate, steady and pacey. First ball, VVS Slater. VVS Laxman has been down having a long, hard word with Ramesh. Ramesh has had another pair of gloves brought out. I think he decided quite sensibly that there's very little merit in using a brand new pair, not even having taken them to the nets. Shout just to let the batsman know he's there. Hello, they're in trouble. In great trouble. Fleming has produced that shock bouncer. It is a sharp bouncer. And batsman Laxman has hooked it. I think he's got a bit of a top edge to it, and McGrath has positioned himself beautifully underneath it and taken the catch.
Shock bouncer to Laxman, expecting the outswinger into the slips. Perfect bowling. Australians on fire. Tonight's important. There's plenty more time to come, plenty more damage to be done. India 1 for 5.
It was clever cricket from the Australians to bring Rahul Dravid in, but not such clever cricket from the Indian batsman who got out and then compounded all the problems by not crossing with the other batsman. So the new batsman, Rahul Dravid, has to take strike straight away. It's something that's not in the cricket textbook, and it's not in the common sense textbook either, what VVS Laxman did there.
It's the pad by Shepherd unmoved, pointing at Subi point, peeling.
Yes, there was double noise, that's for sure. Let's have a look, see if we can pick anything up here. Pad, and went then behind the bat. Up goes Ponting.
India 1 for 37 with 1 over remaining, and that's an over from Brett Lee, who's worked up very good pace. Ball is called by umpire Davis, and that was a very sharp and well-directed bouncer. So he's taken a pounding, Ramesh.
Well, he's got me out. I was predicting the Yorker. Went with another short one. Another beauty it was too. Those gloves are brand new. Started this innings. Now worn out.
Usual reaction when they're coming straight at your head. Eyes closed. That's a fiery finish from Brett Lee, but India have survived to be 1 for 40 at stumps. 1 day to go. And India need 376 overall for victory. Australia need another 9 wickets.
We have a very exciting last day in prospect here. It's going to be Damien Fleming from the Great Southern Stand End. Here's Bill Laurie, and with him is Tony Greig.
Thank you, Richie. Good morning to all our viewers. Cracking shot, Fleming short, and Tendulkar puts him away. That before, despite the slow outfield, that's beautifully played. A little bit of room, great use of the feet, perfect square cut. Big shout. Oh, that would have been very close. Unusual for Tendulkar to do that.
Yes, I think Shepherd was indicating they might have done a bit too much, but that is a very risky business. Padding up. Let's see if we can pick it with the help of the danger zone here. Pitches on. Oh, I've got to tell you.
Big shout, and he's been given out. Caught down the leg side. Rahul Dravid most annoyed with himself, but I think he does tend to bring it on himself in the fact that he doesn't score for so long. Brett Lee will accept that. Wasn't one of his better deliveries, but he did whack Rahul Dravid on the thumb last over, and that thumb was hurting him a little bit. Maybe it's caused a loss in concentration. Dravid playing at that one well down leg side. So it's just flicked the glove. Gilchrist was across there. He certainly heard the noise. And he covered it well. Dravid is gone, and India are 2 for 72. Sourav Ganguly is the new man at the crease. Left-hander coming in to join Sachin Tendulkar. In the commentary position now, Ian Healy with Bill Laurie.
Ganguly forward, and that's well run. He's got the rough to contend with. That's the shot he should be playing. He does it well. Hitting with the spin. Pull that away beautifully. When you go out the rough short enough, that's a shot to play. No outfielder. You can hit the ball over the infield if you like. This time he played the perfect pull shot.
Pretty good move if he wasn't comfortable around there.
It's a beautiful shot. He threw it up. It's straight through the one. Doesn't even run. It's not wise here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, but this time it goes all the way. Beautifully played cover drive.
The Indian section of the crowd down there, they've enjoyed each day's play. They've come down here despite the wet conditions. All good shot on the back foot. And that group of Indians down there, every time Tendulkar gets a 4 away, they are out of their seats. Lovely shot. Loves driving his motorcar around Mumbai. Oh, bowled him! That's Ganguly, and Blewett has done it. Blewett has got one to lift back a little bit. Ganguly can't believe it. It did keep low, and that's why he's still standing there. He doesn't believe it. He wants to watch the replay before he leaves, but unfortunately you're going to have to go.
That's why Blewett is brought on to bowl. It's very good cricket from Steve Waugh. Brilliant touch of captaincy. Blewett can be expensive. He might go without getting a wicket, but all of a sudden, up he comes. An inside edge, back onto the stumps, just on lunch. Blewett has done his job. Steve Waugh has done his. And around the grounds and around the television sets around the world, people might have been saying, well, what the hell's this guy on for? That's the reason.
Yes, again, playing away from his pads a little bit. That leaves that little gap. And there's no second line of defence. It stayed down a little bit. But, well, the deflection thudding into the stumps there. And the end of Sourav Ganguly. That is a huge blow. Just watch this again. Playing away from his pads there a little bit. And Blewett, I think, perhaps bowled that one just a little bit quicker. Boy, and didn't he enjoy it. He was brought on to get a wicket. And he's got it. Here we go again. Inside edge, back onto the middle stump. And Sourav Ganguly couldn't believe it. Very disappointed. No doubt. Actually hit the leg stump and up they come, and then the party starts to take place. So India have lost a wicket right on lunch. 3 for 110.
That's a lovely shot. Full face of the bat. And 50 for Tendulkar.
Century to go with the century Sachin Tendulkar made in the first innings. 16, excellent first innings 100.
He's found the gap. Ball didn't carry to the slips, although it did go a fair way in the air.
Steve Waugh won't mind seeing that.
As Greg Blewett continues. That one in the air a bit as well. Kanitkar is trying to play positively, but there's been a bit of risk about his batting so far. Nicely timed by Kanitkar. He started with a rush of boundaries. The last two have been a lot more convincing than the first two. Shout from Fleming, might have just been going down the leg side. 3 for 133. Once again, umpire Shepherd turns down the appeal. Oh, this is a confident shout, and they've got him this time. Umpire Shepherd wasn't going to allow him to get away with that. And Warne, he's really worked hard to get his man here. He started on leg stump, he's gone to off stump, and I think he's come with a probably an overspinner going straight on, and umpire Shepherd has decided that one was out.
Yes, well, Shane Warne makes the big breakthrough. 12 balls of great leg spin bowling. Kept the pressure on. That one's pitched, I reckon, on about middle stump going straight on. And that is a very bad leave from Sachin Tendulkar. That's a very big wicket for Shane Warne and the Australians. Indian captain departs for 52. India now 4 for 133.
MSK Prasad, the new batsman there, you see, with a top score of 19, and that's one of the reasons why that bottom half of the order isn't all that convincing.
Just gets the ball back quicker for the next one.
They got him. No. Wow, I heard the noises there. Warne's up. This will be an interesting replay. By Shepherd says not out.
Tough day for an umpire at Warne's end. Requires great concentration. Ball's doing things unexpectedly. Noises everywhere. Kanitkar got the foot out there, the pad out there.
It's gone for it. He picked the swell to win. That's a very good hit. That's a beautiful shot. It's well played. With a loose ball, whether it's Warne or anybody else, put it away, and he did that superbly.
Good afternoon, Richie. Yes, it's still a very good pitch. Not much deviation of it for the spinners. Shane Warne's getting the odd ball to turn.
Well, that is very, very well done. You might have Mark Waugh in the situation of feeling it slip and taking some blinders when he's in that position. Now he's picked up a wicket. He's done it for Steve Waugh with another challenging bowling change. Blewett's already got a wicket.
Well, he's pitched it outside the off stump, inviting the drive from MSK Prasad. The ball drifting away. Smart catch there at first slip by Shane Warne. And India have lost yet another wicket. Prasad out for 13. They are now 162 for 5.
Ajit Agarkar taking strike. Oh, would you believe it? He's on a hat-trick. There are some extraordinary things happen in this game of cricket. Not much more so than that Steve Waugh will bring on Mark Waugh, possibly because he wants to get the overs through before the second new ball comes due. And he's got 2 on the trot.
50th test wicket for Mark Waugh. Ajit Agarkar getting a king pair. Short ball. He must have opened his eyes wide, thinking he can get off the mark at least in the second innings. Instead, he's hit it straight down the throat of backward point. Blewett it was. He's out for a duck again. 6 for 162.
Blewett, the fieldsman, out at backward point. Now then, I doubt very much if Mark Waugh's ever been in this position before, so he'll need to take a bit of advice from Shane Warne, who's already taken 1 catch in the 2, or Damien Fleming has already got a hat-trick. 2 wickets. First of all, Prasad. Good catch by Warne, low down. He's a good slip fielder. And this is Blewett taking Agarkar.
A short delivery. The man who's got a duck off the first ball must be thinking Ajit Agarkar. He can get off the mark, slicing that cut. And Mark was captured 2 wickets of consecutive deliveries. And he's on a hat-trick now.
That's the field for Mark Waugh's hat-trick ball. Your batsman is Javagal Srinath, who doesn't mind having a dash occasionally. He's got plenty of room. Straight down the ground. Srinath has gone up on the board, but it's Anil Kumble.
Batted with great responsibility in the first innings, Anil Kumble, so gets the promotion ahead of Javagal Srinath. Srinath batted ahead of him in the first innings, but didn't impress.
It's turned out to be a full toss, better than a short one. And Fleming was the man who had to do the chasing, the man who's already taken a hat-trick in Test match cricket. It's a very good shot from Anil Kumble. For the completion of the 80th. Or to Kanitkar. He's played pretty well.
He has.
Oh, and a big appeal there for LBW, but he's round the wicket and it's spinning back in towards the pads. And so he's got to be right back if he's going to get that one. It's 6 for 184. So Fleming has got the new ball, 1 for 38, his figures. Oh, big appeal, that's got him, yes, that's out. Swung down the line, absolutely perfect. It took 1 ball for him to get that outswing going, and he's got it perfectly. Well, you bowl over the wicket and you swing down the line, you've always got a chance of getting an LBW.
A loose shot there from Kanitkar. Perhaps didn't take into account that suddenly he was facing the new ball. Pitching nicely in line and hitting very much in line, and going on to crash into about middle, mostly middle. Kanitkar has gone for 45. It's 7 for 184.
Javagal Srinath, the new batsman.
5 left.
And he's arrived just in time for the new ball. It's not the sort of thing that tailenders relish. Yes, this is going to be very tough for Srinath. Oh, and that's the same way. He's gone. He's got him. Brett Lee. He's got his number, that's for sure. Whistling that one again. Short, sort of chest high. He was backing away a little bit. This time got back rather than glove, and nicely taken.
That ball really humming through to first slip. Srinath just leaning back as he played at that one. Almost slips catching practice. Well taken. It was really humming. And Brett Lee has done for Javagal Srinath once again. And Australia well on the road to victory now, with India at 8 for 185.
So Venkatesh Prasad coming out to bat now. He'll probably be the last of the batsmen. Let's have another look at the dismissal.
Banging it in short. This time, Javagal Srinath wasn't going to get caught on the gloves. He was giving himself plenty of room as he just fended that one, just as you do at slip catching practice. Straight to Shane Warne.
Oh, well bowled. Another good ball. Fast, furious stuff. Whistles over the top of the stumps. And look at that, 153.8.
Just going down leg side.
Wide of the crease there, Brett Lee. A bit of angle on that delivery. See there, it's hitting him in a line with about leg stump, Kumble. Such an angle on the ball. It's going to slide down and miss leg stump. Good all-round performance. No test, no hundreds from either batsman in the Australian side, but one chipping in for a few runs, also a few wickets.
Still good pitch, isn't it, the last day? And there's a chance. Surely this is out. I think that'll be close to out. I think that's probably the end of the Test match and a great victory for Australia. I will feel that the third umpire will judge that out. I'll have to wait for the red light, as it can happen with the tail enders. Here it is. Fleming's got the ball, throws, and that's it. Great victory for the Australian side. They deserve that win. Far too good with that ball and in the field.
It looks as though both the batsmen are going off. Sadagoppan and Ramesh is not going to come out to replace Kumble. Played into the gully region. Steve Waugh was the fielder. Used his foot to start with. Fired at the Damien Fleming. He does very well. Gets back to the stumps. Finds him about half a metre short. It's another great Test victory for Australia. Kumble has run out for 13. Australia win the Ansett Test series against India 2-0.
Yes, a very good effort. Good job by Fleming. On debut was sensational. Very fast. Warne bowled well, but only picked up 2 wickets. And the crowd have supported both teams. Good crowd here at the MCG for this Test match, the Boxing Day Test match, despite terrible weather. Australia have won the Border-Gavaskar Trophy and have won it convincingly.
They've been the better side. They've been the more aggressive side. Stephen Waugh's had an excellent match, losing the toss on the first day, and Brett Lee, what a great debut Test match he's had. 5 wickets on debut, 27. Shane Warne, I thought, bowled superbly. Only 1 wicket in each innings, but bowled superbly. kept the pressure on, and a very good batting wicket. Adam Gilchrist, a great double. It's half centuries in both matches. There's Michael Slater. Set 91 for him in the first innings. Great all-round performance from all the Australians. Very deserved Test match win, Test series win.
Ricky Ponting, Gilchrist in a lower order there, particularly in the first innings. That was a very valuable partnership. And Gilchrist, of course, promoted to 4 yesterday, scored a quick-fire 55. It's been a good all-round performance by the Australian side. They are too good at the moment. They field well, they bat well, and they bowl superbly. So congratulations to the Australians. Tendulkar was sensational, but didn't get enough support with the bat. And in the end, convincing victory by a very good Australian side. And tremendous applause from the members, the umpires as well. I think both umpires had a very good match. It's not easy when you've got a lot of bad pads with leg spinners bowling, but I think they were both very consistent. Umpire Davis and Shepherd, congratulations to them as well. Good pitch, good conditions, a good victory by a very good Australian side. 9 for 195.
Well, it was a splendid performance from the Australians, and a lot of people out on the ground at the moment just having a look from a distance at the pitch. Those near the stumps will get a closer look, and what they're seeing is a pitch that was quite outstanding in its preparation and in the way it played. A credit to the ground staff here at the MCG. Now let's have a look at what happened in the match once Sachin Tendulkar put the Australians into bat. They made 405. Another example of Australia's batting resilience in this summer and in those just gone as well. Michael Slater made 91, and the two men out early were Greg Blewett and Justin Lang. It was pretty difficult out there, and the Australians came through with Mark Waugh making 41, Steve Waugh 32. Then that splendid partnership between Ricky Ponting 67 and Adam Gilchrist 78. It was a fine effort that just got them on the way, and they finished up making more than 400 with no one making a century, and one excellent partnership at the end there that was of significant note. Damien Fleming 31 not out, and Brett Lee making his debut in Test cricket 27. He batted like a veteran. 25 extras 405. India, the bowling figures: Srinath 4 for 130 and Agarkar 3 for 72. Bowled well in that innings, and when we show you the bowling figures for their second innings, you'll see did well again. Prasad 2 for 101 and Kumble bowled better than that, none for 78 in 29 overs and 3 maidens. The Indian first innings, 238, the most wonderful innings from Sachin Tendulkar, 116 for him, 31 for Ganguly, but the rest fell away. Nothing up the top there. They haven't been able to get a start against the Australian pacemen, 5, 4 and 9, and then down the bottom a useful partnership, or 2 useful partnerships, 56 and 29, involving Tendulkar and Kumble and Prasad. The bowling figures for the Australians, it was a good performance all the way through there. Some brilliant stuff from Brett Lee, 5 for 47 from 18 overs and 2 maidens. McGrath 3 for 39, Fleming 1 for 62 and Warne 1 for 77. And the follow-on was saved. The Australians then went in and made 5 for 208. Slater out for 3, Langer for 9. Slater out not playing shot, and Blewett made 31. Then Gilchrist came in and hit a very quick 55. Mark Waugh 51 not out. Gilchrist 55 from 81 balls, and Mark Waugh 51 from 73. And Steve Waugh 32 and Ricky Ponting 21 not out. 5 for 208, and they set the Indians a big task. There's Agarkar's bowling figures to match those in the first innings, 3 for 51 from 17 overs and 3 maidens, and Kumble bowled very well, 18 overs, 3 maidens and 2 for 72. Indian second innings, they suffered a setback at the start when Ramesh was injured. He was hit on the hand and retired hurt for 26. Lee hit him with a lifter, went up and hit his helmet as well, but he wasn't able to take any further real part in the game. 52 for Tendulkar, batted wonderfully well. 195 for India, and the bowling for Australia, they were too good for India today. 2 for 46 for Fleming, a wicket for Warne, 2 for Lee, 1 for Blewett and 2 for 12 from 3 overs for Mark Waugh. And now here's Tony Greig in the presentation area.
Thank you, Richie, and apart from having $20,000 with me, I've got Sachin Tendulkar with me. First of all, your $3,000. There we are. You can take that one away. I'm sure it's not a great day for Indian cricket. You chaps won the toss, and the Australians went on and scored 405. That's probably where it started to go wrong.
Yeah, I thought to start with we got a couple of breakthroughs, but after that there was a partnership between Waugh and Michael Slater. Then we again got a decent breakthrough, and they were 195 down. I thought that's where we went wrong. After that, we allowed a good partnership. Adam Gilchrist, I think he scored some runs, and then also Brett Lee and Fleming also added up runs. But I thought on the whole, 400 runs were quite bit.
Because it was a good wicket. I think Steve Waugh too would probably have put you in. You were happy with winning the toss, put them in. What did you reckon would have been the sort of score? Something like 300. Would have been happy with that?
Well, I mean, in retrospect, I think what we should have got, I'm not really bothered. But I think having won the toss, I surely would have liked to allow them only to score not more than 250 runs, but. Well, it wasn't an easy track to bat on. It had a lot of dampness, and it was a bit sticky, and the ball was sticking up and coming. So it wasn't an easy track to bat on.
Everyone in Australia wants to know what it's like to face Brett Lee, obviously a very fast bowler. What is it like?
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, he's playing for Australia. He's good to be playing for Australia, and he's done a good job for them.
What about the batting from your point of view? You played very well yourself, 100 and a 50. But just a little bit more support required?
Well, I think the players need to pull up their socks and really hang in there. And because I thought Rahul batted well in both innings, but I think just there was a lapse in concentration, or odd ball just got the edge of the bat. So I think it's just a matter of keeping your cool and batting well in the next test, and wait for the time to come.
Right, well you've got the Man of the Match award as well, Ken Jacobs from the VCA. There we are. That's your award. Congratulations. Thanks. And off to Sydney now to go and take in those wonderful fireworks on New Year's Eve. And I'm sure all Australian cricket fans would like to wish you and your team a happy New Year.
Thank you very much, John.
Right, well there we are. The captain of India, and we've also got Steve Waugh with us, and $17,000 too. Another one. That's 6 now, going real well.
Yeah, it was a great win actually. After losing the toss, we had to really work hard in the first day. I thought the partnership between Mark and Michael Slater was the crucial partnership of the match, and we hung in there during the tough periods, and I thought we bowled well this morning.
Yeah, and we're just talking to Sachin Tendulkar about your attack. It makes a bit of a difference having that extra pace in the side.
Yeah, it's certainly nice. You can call upon a guy who can really get them down quick and hurry up the batsman a bit, particularly the tail enders. It's not easy against a quick bowler, so it's great to have a bit of firepower behind you.
And on the pitch, to get 405, because it was, I mean, I think that it's fair to say that there was a fair bit in it. To get 405 in those circumstances was satisfying.
Yeah, real good performance. I think 250 would have been a pretty good effort, but to get 400, that really set us up for the match, and there really only was one winner after that.
Right, so it's off to Sydney. A couple of days off?
Yeah, a couple of days, mate, and we're straight into it again, but it'd be nice to sort of win the next test, and 7 in a row and 3-0 against India, so we've got a lot to play for.
Right, well, very well played in this test match. Congratulations and Happy New Year when it comes around.
Thanks, Tony.
Right, there we are. Steve Waugh, winning captain again. They're making a real habit of this, Richie.
Yes, they are. It's been a commanding performance so far this summer, beating Pakistan and now winning the series off India. Still to come one more test in the series. First, though, I want to tell you about the answer trivia competition. We've had the question today, which was how many test centuries did Don Bradman score at the MCG, specifically at the MCG. Now, everyone around Australia has seen that, and today's answer is that he scored 9 test centuries at the MCG. Don Bradman, he also scored a duck the first time he played here in the Bodyline series, and that was the first baller as well, but 9 centuries. Now, we've had a wonderful test match here. It's been good stuff all the way through. Another one in Adelaide, and one to come up now in Sydney. That is the 3rd test of this Answered Australia series, January 2 to 6. For the moment, for the MCG, it's goodbye, but we do look forward to having you with us for the Sydney Test match.